Hello, everyone. Let me see if my sound is up. Hi, how is everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel, Truth Seeking with Veronica. A grand hope to you all. I decided to go live today. I don't know why. I was going to just video and upload it, but I said, let me go live just in case we have some subscribers out there or someone out there who may want to talk in the chat or get in on this conversation. This chat and this video is titled The Spirit of Chaos. The Spirit of Chaos. I know many of us know and have heard of the spirit of chaos. I think many of you can probably think of a superhero movie that came out a while ago. I think it was was it one of the Marvels? I don't know. But it was the spirit of chaos that was wreaking havoc. I think it was a Wonder Woman movie. Yeah, I think that's what it was. And they actually named that deity the spirit of chaos. Isn't that something? Usually, what you see on TV or um, in movies, especially these Marvel heroes and this and that, is usually truth telling. There's some truth to everything that's out there. So I wanted to talk about the spirit of chaos. Yes. I hope everyone is doing well today. I know that many don't have their electricity, many are in um, situations, to where they don't have homes because of the hurricane that swept through. I'm sending prayers up and out to them. And I pray that you do the same. And before I get into this lesson, the spirit of chaos, I want to say to the people of Yah, and this includes the ones grafted in also, please do not celebrate anyone's demise, or loss of things. I believe I had done a video to warn you, thus said the Most High, when he starts his judgment and the things that he will start doing, for us to make sure that our hearts are pure, that we are not like, yeah, get them, God. That's not that's not good fruit of the spirit. I remember a while back when there was a storm going on, or we had a tornado warning. I recall I believe my grandmother would say, "Be quiet while the Lord is doing His work." So the things I've been seeing has shooken me, because it's not good fruit to celebrate when the Most High has allowed judgment or something has happened. We need to be quiet and let the Most High do what the Most High is going to do. Or at least that I believe I had did a video on this, at least he removed his hand. Okay, so I feel that we should even bring it up. We should even talk about it. It shouldn't be a conversation amongst the Most High people, the true Most High people. It shouldn't be a conversation. You should just know that the Most High is at work, and the Most High has allowed what is being done, and to keep your heart clean, to stay in your word, to pray, to stay repentant, and to turn away from sin yourself. Okay? So I am not going to look and see if anyone is coming into the chat. That is not my purpose, to look at who's in and out. I know it's the middle of the day. That's why I feel that this is just going to be a video that I upload. Again, this is going to be a teaching on the spirit of chaos. And I believe I'm going to go ahead and start and make sure my phone and all that stuff we call distractions are turned down. And let me put it where I can make sure I can see it, just in case it rings. So I would like for you to join into this conversation. If you do happen to come by, please feel free to talk in the chat. And also, if you need prayer, please put it in the chat. I'm pretty sure, or leave it in the comments after I upload this video, because I'm pretty sure there are some prayer warriors out there, including myself, who will be in agreement with you. And you know, the word says when two or more are in agreement, the Most High is in the midst. Okay? And do remember, when you're praying, the Holy Spirit is that other person. That's how I've always seen it. So that's two. So that's what I wanted to say. So again, please don't be out here talking about, God's getting them, and because of what they did, this and that. Let's leave that alone. Okay, let's leave that alone and concentrate on what's important, and that's getting our soul right. That's working out our own issues that we have and things that we have that we need to bring before the Father, and ask the Holy Spirit to help us. Okay, so that's pretty much all I wanted to say on that. It's just been kind of disappointing. I try to hurry up and scroll past it, how the algorithm goes with YouTube when things like that are out there and people are having that foul mouth while they're, talking about it and saying things, and, say a foul word and then say, the Most High, in the same sentence. It kind of makes me cringe. It makes me cringe, okay? Especially when they're bringing up their ancestors are angry and this and that. What do you believe in? Do you believe in the Most High? Or do you believe in ancestors getting revenge? I'm just asking. I am just asking that question. If anyone can answer that question, that would be great. How can you put the Most High and ancestry worship in the same system, sentence? I just confuses me. And that brings us back to the title of this, the spirit of chaos, because that's all it sounds like to me, is chaos. And chaos can come in many different forms. Okay? But the chaos are one of the two I'm going to talk about today. Excuse me. I just ate that food. I just kind of kicking in. I had cooked a thing of chili this morning with some cornbread, and I ate that, and I think that food itis is kicking in a little bit. So, but I'm relaxed. That's what I like about it too. I'm relaxed. So the Most High gave me um, some scriptures on this past Sabbath, and I have it dated 9/28/2024, and it's in the book of Isaiah. And I'm just going to be a little slow going today, just kind of talk a little slow and just take my time on this because this is a part one, so it can go in many different directions. I'm going to let the Holy Spirit use me. But what I had received was the book of Isaiah. I'm reading from the King James Version, and this is the Most High talking. And it is Isaiah chapter 14, verses 12 through 27. And like I said, I was given this on the Sabbath. Let me clean my peepers real quick. I was given this on the Sabbath, and I wasn't given anything else. So what I have been doing since then is just meditating over what I had read and seeking the Most High and the Holy Spirit to let me know if I need to give a word on this. I think that's clean enough. If I need to give a word on this, and it was confirmed this morning that yes, Veronica, I got more to put with that. So what I'm going to do is put my peepers on. Please excuse the glare. And I am going to read Isaiah chapter 14. Okay, good. It's quiet now. Isaiah chapter 14, verses 12 through 27. And like I said, that was given to me on the Sabbath. And it reads like this. And this is, like I said, Yahuwah speaking. Verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners? Verse 18. All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the remnant of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. That means honored. Verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Now, that right there in verse 21, when it says, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity. I don't know why the world says that everyone are God's children. I don't know. That right there kind of separates it. Verse 22, for I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name, and remnant, and son, and nephew, saith the Lord. Verse 23, I will also make a possession for the veteran, and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, said the Lord of hosts. Like I said, I got that on the 28th, and leaving one of my other videos, I had talked about the Most High sweeping, just sweeping with destruction. And it'll be kind of like the days when the Egyptians, when the plagues came up on the Egyptians and the Israelites was there, and they had to put the blood lamb on their door before the death angel passed by. Okay. So, verse 24, the Lord of hosts hath sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass. And as I have proposed, so shall it stand. So the Most High will see after his word. That I will break the Assyrians in my land, and upon my mountains tread them underfoot. And then shall his yoke depart from off them, and his burden depart from off their shoulders. This is the purpose that is purposed upon the whole earth, and this is the hand that is stretched out upon all the nations. Okay, in the last verse, verse 27, for the Lord of hosts have purposed, and who shall disannul it? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back? No one. No one. No one can disannul what the Most High has said and the word that the Most High has put out. No one can disannul that, you know? So, what is the spirit of chaos? I'm pretty sure that what's going on today or has been going on, you would consider all of that chaos. And I also call it distraction, you know, everything that's going on in the world today. Distraction and chaos. So I also label the spirit of chaos as the Leviathan spirit. And I know many of you have heard of the Leviathan spirit. Okay. It comes with a whole lot more. Okay. So I was sent to Psalm 74 to kind of let you know what the Leviathan spirit is. Let's see. I am, ooh, I should have waited before I ate that chili. I am feeling like, and I don't take naps and all that stuff during the day, but for some reason I am feeling like a nap, and I believe that is that fooditis. Okay, so Psalm 74, I'm going to read Psalm 74 and just sit back. This is just a, you know, laid back life and just giving you some words, some things that out the word that you can go yourself and read over and pray for understanding, pray for knowledge, pray for wisdom. You know, ask the Most High, ask the Holy Spirit to give you understanding. I always say overstanding and understanding. Okay, so that you can grasp out of the word, or you know what someone is reading to you on your own, because you can, the Most High can give you a message out of a message. Okay, a message out of a message just for you when you get that word and get to yourself in your quiet place and read it. So I'm going to read Psalm 74. And ironically, Psalm 73 is the last chapter that I stopped reading in my videos. I read the Psalms for everyone, and I did have some issues with the sound, the sound on some of them, but for the most part, just turn it up if you can't hear it. Psalms is very powerful. So I'm just going to read Psalm 74, and like I said, if if you have repented, especially if you have repented and have turned away from that sin and is asking for help from the Most High, from the Holy Spirit to help you, this is some word for you also to help fill that empty space. And I did a video on that, in as far as filling that empty space. So when it's all empty and cleaned out, all swept clean, then that spirit, that demon, go looking to see where it can inhabit. It can't find anything, so it goes right back to you, that empty space, because you haven't filled it up with the word. Okay, so you need to fill it up with the word. So I'm going to read Psalm 74, and that may help fill some of that space up in there. So Psalm 74, and this is talking about the Leviathan Spirit, because it's like, what is the Leviathan Spirit? What is chaos? And I always say the Leviathan Spirit is the spirit of chaos. So Psalm 74, reading from the King James Version. O God, why hast thou cast us off forever? Why do thine anger smoke against the sheep of thy pasture? Remember thy congregation, which thou hast purchased of old, the rod of thy inheritance, which thou hast redeemed, this Mount Zion, wherein thou hast dwelt. Lift up thy feet unto the perpetual desolations, even all that the enemy have done wickedly in the sanctuary. Thy enemies roar in the midst of thy congregations. They set up their ensigns for signs. Now, let me just say this. I had not read over this Psalm 74 before I did this. I read it before, but not before I was told to do this teaching. So this all right here, after I got through reading, now I'm reading, and then what the Holy Spirit told me to write, it just is lining right up with what else the Holy Spirit has told me to say to his people. So, verse 5, a man was famous according as he had lifted up axes upon the thick trees. But now they break down the carved work thereof at once with axes and hammers. They have cast fire into thy sanctuary. They have defiled by casting down the dwelling place of thy name to the ground. They said in their hearts, let us destroy them together. They have burned up all the synagogues of God in the land. We see not our signs. There is no more any prophet. There is neither is there among us any that knoweth how long. O God, how long shall the adversary reproach? Shall the enemy blaspheme thy name forever? Wow. Let me tell you, this is right online. Wow. I forgot what Psalm 74 was about, but the fact that I didn't get to it in my readings lets me know that the Most High was saving this Psalm 74 for this. Verse 11, why withdrawest thou thy hand, even thy right hand? Pluck it out of thy bosom. For God is my King of old, working salvation in the midst of the earth. Thou didst divide the sea by thy strength. Thou breakest the head of the dragons in the waters. Verse 14. Thou breakest the heads of the Leviathan in pieces, and gavest him to be meat to the people inhabiting the wilderness. Wow. I mean, even if you go back and read Isaiah 14, verses 12 through 27, it's lining up with Psalm 74. Verse 15, thou didst cleave the fountain and the flood. Thou driest up mighty rivers. And some people say that the Old Testament has nothing to do with now. Verse 16, the day is thine, the night also is thine. Thou hast prepared the light and the sun. Thou hast set all the borders of the earth. Thou hast made summer and winter. Remember this, that the enemy hath reproached, O Lord, and that the foolish people have blasphemed thy name. O deliver not the soul of thy turtle dove, beloved, that means beloved, until the multitude of the wicked. Forget not the congregation of thy poor forever. Have respect unto the covenant, for the dark places of the earth are full of the habitations of cruelty. Now listen how verse 20, that just sounds like a prayer within itself, calling out to the Most High. And I'm going to read it again, verse 20. Have respect unto the covenant, because we are under his new covenant, and his covenant that he said that he will keep forever with us, with his people, and those engrafted in. For the dark places of the earth are full of the habitations of cruelty. You guys see that today? Oh, let not the oppressed return ashamed. Let the poor and needy praise thy name. Arise, O God, plead thy own cause. Yes, remind the Most High of his word. Remind him when you pray of his word, because he sees after his word. Arise, O God, plead thine own cause. Remember how the foolish man reproacheth thee daily. The last verse, forget not the voice of thine enemies. The tumult of those that rise up against thee increaseth continually. Okay, so I was told to read Psalm 74. Go back and read Isaiah 14, verses 12 through 27. And we're talking about the spirit of chaos. What is the spirit of chaos? And also believe the spirit of chaos is the Leviathan Spirit. And after reading Psalm 74, that lines up with Isaiah 14. And I was given that word on 9/28/2024, and the rest this morning. And I have a part 1 and a part 2 series going as far as the prayers of the righteous availeth much. So this can kind of give you an idea of how to pray, because many of us don't know how to pray. And you're not praying with anger and vengeance. You're praying to call out to the Most High and to remind him of his covenant. I hear that a lot through the Old Testament, in a lot of the books, where they're reminding him, please, please remember what you said. Okay. So after that, I was told to go to Psalms 75, verses 1 through 5. And this is the Most High speaking. After verse 1, I'm going to read verse 1. What is that? Unto thee, O God, do we give thanks unto thee? Do we give thanks for that thy name is near, thy wondrous works declare. So this is the Most High speaking, verses 2 through 5. When I shall receive the congregation, I will judge uprightly. The earth and all the inhabitants thereof are dissolved. I bear up the pillars of it, Selah. I said unto the fools, deal not foolishly, and to the wicked, lift not up the horn. See, a lot of horns being lifted up. Okay. Verse 5, lift not up your horn on high. Speak not with a stiff neck, with pride. I'm going to leave that right there and let you marinate over that. That was Psalm 75, 1 through 5. Go back and read verse 5. That is the Most High speaking in verses 2 through 5. The Most High. Okay? Lift not up your horn on high. Speak not with a stiff neck. My Hebrew brothers and sisters, I could, you know what? I can get a whole long subject on many of us Hebrew Israelites who are speaking with a stiff neck, and those are also those who are still in the religion of Christianity. You're still lifted up your horn, as in giving your opinion on what you feel in your religion and this and that, and you're so stiff-necked until you the truth is coming at you, but you refuse to even heed it. You got something to say behind it. You scorn and you scoff behind it. You got something to say behind it. And what is the Most High saying? He said, lift not up your horn on high. Speak not with a stiff neck. In other words, hush your mouth. Shut your mouth when someone is speaking from the word clearly. They're not misconstruing the word. They're not false teaching. They're not adding to or taking away. They are giving you the word. And then they rightly divided the word by not just staying in that one little spot, but they are going all through the word to teach. And then when someone is feeding you the true word of the Most High, you should shut your mouth. You should hush. Okay? You should listen. And then you should go, like the Bereans, and research it yourself. Get in your quiet place. That's what I say. Get in your quiet place with the Most High, okay? And meditate over the words. Study to show thyself approved unto the Most High. Study. You have to study like you were in college or in high school. Study. Or when you had to go get that job and you really wanted that job and you may have to take a test to get that job, you study. So do the same with the word. Don't always be stiff-necked. Don't always have something to say when someone is trying to present, thus saith the Most High, or what the Holy Spirit told them to release. Okay, let me get off of that because I could stay on that. So let's see. So let's go back. So then I was sent to, I have a lot of word for you. So I was sent to Isaiah 27. Isaiah 27. Let's see here. Trying to keep myself awake. Isaiah 27. Here we go. Okay, so Isaiah 27, 1 through 5, and this is y'all speaking. I have my notes right here because I'm about my Father's business, and like I almost got off track then, talking, so I'm going to try to stay on track, okay? So let's see. Isaiah chapter 27, 1 through 5. In that day, the Lord with his sore and great and strong sword shall punish Leviathan. That's what we're talking about, the spirit of chaos, the Leviathan spirit. The piercing serpent, even Leviathan, that crooked serpent, and he shall slay the dragon that is in the sea. In that day sing ye unto her,